Is Saint Row as bad as we think it is? Now, before I start talking about Saint Row, real quick, if you guys can do me a huge favor, like, subscribe, leave a comment on what you think about Saint Row and how you feel, and just leave a comment and just in general about anything really. But I want to talk about, is Saint Row really as bad as some of us are making it seem? And I've played it for a few hours now. Like, I have a whole playthrough on it. If you guys want to go check that out, it'll be linked in the description. I'll also have a episode of one of the episodes on the end of this video. But I want to just say, I don't think the game is bad, but I also don't think the game is good. I feel like if they would have slapped a different name on this, I think people would have received the game better. Does the game have some glitches? Yeah. But for the most part, the game functions. Mechanically, it's really good. Graphics are really good. It's cartoonish, but they're good. And the gunplay on the game is fun. Like the game is fun. I just think what lets this game down is the story, the characters. How do you, right, have a job, then all of a sudden you get fired from this job? You go to a church, you intimidate the person that owns the church to get the deed. You get the church, you walk into the church, you look at a wall, and you're like, we'll call ourselves the Saints. Huh? Like, it just sounds crazy. Like, the progression of the game is just ridiculous, right? I like that the game is like really, like, Saint Row 3 was over the top. Like, this game is just, what the fuck? Like, I think some of the missions are just ridiculous. Like, right out the gate, when you first start playing the game, like, if you play the intro, explain to me how you're going against gang members with turds in the beginning of the game. Like, the game should have a progression to get to that point, not just be at that point from the beginning. But there's something key things that this game has, or key points that I want to make that this game really shines at. One, it's the character customization. If you guys have ever played The Sims or know about The Sims, like, the creative sim is amazing, and the customization for your character in this game is really comparable to that. Even the customization in Saint Row 3 was amazing. It's pretty much the same, actually. But the amount of characters that you can create, from Trump to Kanye West, I made a video actually on it, if you guys haven't seen that, about the character customization, about it being better than Grand Theft Auto. It's not about whether this game is as good as Grand Theft Auto, but this game has a lot of things that are just better than Grand Theft Auto. Because if you ever created your character for online in Grand Theft Auto, it's kind of dog shit. It's kind of hard to have a really unique, attractive, and detailed character in GTA 5. But in this game, you can go to the fucking moon and back, and then there, like, it's crazy. Like, you can have probably, I'm pretty sure someone's probably made like SpongeBob, like, probably, I don't know. I know this is a weird cut, but I wanted to mention this because I was editing this video. But a few more things that I want to point out that are just really good with this game is the clothing, also the weapon customization. I mean, you can go like in detail with like everything from the hair to the clothing, to like buttons and strings and just everything on the clothing, to weapons. You can like have weapon skins and make unique colors, and like there's a lot of things with this game that are just honestly really good and stand out and just amazing. It just sucks that this game has Saint Row attached to it. If this game came out as a different game with a different name, I think this game would actually be really good if they just make some tweaks to the story, because the story isn't it. It's just isn't what it needs to be, you know. And it's just really unfortunate. There's a lot of things that this game has that are just honestly really good. And I'm trying to think of some more things on top of my head. I'm pretty sure there's more things in this game that is just really good. I just probably haven't gotten to it yet. So if you've beat the game or know a little bit more than I do, comment below and just, you know, let me know. Like, let's start a conversation, because everyone's on this bandwagon of just saying this game is bad, don't buy it. Even though I made a video about that and I've talked about pretty much similar things in both videos, but this game has more than 5 things, probably even 10 things that are just really good, like better than a lot of new games that are coming out now, like better than the game that everyone compares this game to, Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, there's just a lot of things. Like, is the detail to the game as good as Grand Theft Auto 5? No, I'm pretty sure a lot of the cracks in the road and everything is copy and paste, but it's good. Like, the detail in the map is good. Like, the atmosphere is kind of not, I don't know, it doesn't really give you, like, it's not the same as Grand Theft Auto 5. When you're driving around, you can just feel like everything in the game, like, you know what I'm saying? The game doesn't really have that. But I would say this game, out of a 1 out of 10, I would give it a 6. But that's all I really want to say. I'll let you guys get back to the video, and yeah, bye. I'm just saying, like. And also, another thing that's really good on this game is the car customization. Is it better than Grand Theft Auto 5? In some ways. Like, obviously the graphics are different, but the customization is cool as fuck. Like, it honestly is. Another thing that I want to point out is that you have at your HQ, there's really cool ways to make money. You can own properties. So if you ever played Sims 3, not Sims 3, Jesus Christ. If you ever played Saints Row 3, you could buy, you know, gun stores and, you know, build a source of income. In this game, you can do the same thing, but you go to like this little table up in your HQ and you can purchase buildings, or like you can build buildings. You already own the lot, you just have to build something. And I think it's really cool. I think this game, I'm not gonna say it has potential. I feel like if you just look at it differently, there's times where you can enjoy it, and then there's times where you're just like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, they had a mission where you're sitting there, you're doing a mission with Eli, right? Or that's his name, right? I think his name is Eli. I can't fucking remember. But you're doing a mission with Eli to learn how to shoot. And I'm just like, why? And then later on you do another mission for Eli, and you're playing like this what is it called? Like, you know how like people play, like, it's not a real game, but it's a game, and they're like out in like a little field or somewhere, and they're pretending to be like these characters, and I forgot what it's called. It's not role play. What the fuck is it called? I can't think of what it's called, but it's just a dumb mission. And I wish the missions were separated to where, like, you just had main missions that actually counted towards the story, and not like all these ridiculous side missions. What I mean is, to explain it a little bit better, I feel that there's some main missions that should be side missions, and it should be separated a little bit better. Like, the main missions should just be the main missions that are a part of the story. Like, some of the missions seem like side missions, or main missions seem like side missions, and it's really hard to tell unless I'm wrong and you can correct me. But I do know there's like, it has like the main mission at the top, and then there's another thing, I guess, for like challenges or like side missions or some shit like that. But I don't know, like, the missions are just not labeled right, or not, I don't know, they're just weird. Like, it's hard to tell what missions you should do first. Like, I just feel like they're just pointless and they're too long. Like, some of the missions are just too long. Like, I'm sitting there playing one mission and it's taking me 30 minutes. It's why? A mission shouldn't be that long. It just shouldn't. Just shouldn't. That's all I'm saying. Also, the missions are just way too long and just over the top, ridiculous, stupid. Like, they just are. Should you buy this game? I think you should buy it if you have the money. If you like Saints Row 3, I think you'll like this game from the way it plays. I don't know if you really like the story, but all this game is really just Saints Row 3 with better graphics, different characters, and a different story. That's all it is. And are the characters good? Honestly, no. I mean, I don't know. I feel like this game reminds me of like a bad relationship, a toxic relationship. It's just like it has good parts and it has bad parts. And if you take away the name and you buy this game, you might just like it for what it is. And I don't know, that's really all I have to really say. Like, if you guys could, comment. That's really all I have to say about the game, really, so far. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you don't have the money, don't buy it. If you do, buy it, play it, enjoy it. The story sucks. It really does. Like, the writing is terrible. The voice acting is terrible. It's just bad. The whole setup for everything is just bad. Like, you had a mission where they push off what the fuck was her name? She's supposed to be the new Shandi, but they push her car off a fucking mountain. And she's like, oh my god, it was my mom's car, and I'm so sad. I'm gonna fuck with his family just like they fucked with mine. I'm just like, really though? But yeah, like, if you guys can leave me a comment of what you think about the game so far, whether you've played it or you watched my playthrough or anyone else's playthrough, just leave me some comments on what you think, and let's have a conversation. And with that being said, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Also share the channel, join the channel, be a part of this journey for me, because I'm going to be posting all sorts and types of content on this channel. With that being said, also go follow me on all my social medias. They'll be all in the description. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.